So the Yankees play the Pirates this afternoon at 4 o'clock in the start of another 3-game series. And I have today's lineup for you as well. But first, here's part 1 of my New York Jets 7-round mock draft. They have 8 picks. Let's get right into this. For Jets fans, let me know what your thoughts are. We'll repeat this again. I'll probably do part 2 and part 3 as we get closer to the draft. We're still a couple weeks away. So, but my first pick, number 7 overall, I'm picking Tyler Warren, Penn State, tight end. They've been drafting a lot of offensive linemen in the front rounds recently, and I think that it's time for a playmaker, an offensive playmaker, especially now they have a dynamic quarterback, Justin Fields. They need some playmakers that he could throw to and hand off to. So Tyler Warren to me represents a perfect guy, and I can't remember the last time we've had a dynamic tight end of his caliber. And with Penn State, a top-flight team on the offensive side, he's a perfect fit at the number 7 spot, in my opinion. Okay, the second-round pick, number 42, Derek Harmon, defensive lineman for Oregon. We need to add some meat to the defensive line. We lost a couple guys, okay? And Hassan Reddick, I don't think is coming back, so replacing him with the big boy from Oregon can help fortify that defensive front on the Jets side because they're still going to attack the quarterback no matter what. The more size we add, the more athleticism we add, the better off we're going to be. So that's my number 42 pick right there. Third round, 73. We're still adding to the line. But on the offensive side now, this is Cameron Williams, an offensive tackle from Texas, University of Texas Longhorn. Okay, adding to the front end, the offensive side. Got to protect our quarterback as well. It doesn't make any sense having a mobile quarterback when we don't protect him. So we need as much beef on that offensive line as possible. So yes, my second and third round picks are line, but not my first round pick. Okay, now that's pick number 73. Fourth round, number 110. We're gonna get another athletic quarterback, Jalen Milroe, quarterback from the University of Alabama, Crimson Tide. Okay, I haven't fallen down into the 4th round, and if he's still there, I had the Jets snagging him. Another dynamic, athletic playmaker with a big arm who is still developmental. So we've got 2 years of Justin Fields here, which gives Jalen Milroe time to develop. And I know we added a quarterback last year, but generally the Jets will add a quarterback almost every year in the draft, and I think this is a perfect fit with Aaron Glenn's new system. So that's my 4th round pick, number 110. 5th round, we have 2 5th-round picks. My first one, this is pick 145. Jalen Reed, another Penn State Nittany Lions safety, added to that defensive backfield. We need some depth for Sauce and some of the other boys. And since some of their defensive backs aren't going to be returning, right? It makes a lot of sense to add a playmaker here on the safety side of the ball. So Jalen Reed's my number 5 round pick. My second 5th round pick is pick number 162, which is Kobe Hudson, who's hold on. Kobe Hudson, a wide receiver from University of Central Florida. Excuse me, I jumped the gun there. Okay, this is Jalen Reed, the safety from Penn State. I skipped slides. My apologies. So that's Jalen Reed, the safety from Penn State. I was just talking about. Here's my other 5th round pick is Kobe Hudson, a wide receiver from University of Central Florida. We need more wide receiver depth for Garrett Wilson, okay? And we don't know if Lazard's going to come back. We just don't know. And generally, they tend to add a wide receiver or a running back in the draft every year. And with Mike Williams not coming back and a couple of these other guys not coming back, we need another playmaker to go with Garrett Wilson there. So that's my guy right there. Kobe Hudson, wide receiver from University of Central Florida. Now, they have 2 6th-round picks. They have no 7th-round picks. There's 2 6s. Pick number 186, okay? Pick number 186 is Dylan Fairchild, a guard from the University of Georgia, adding some more beef to that offensive line. The more protection, the better, okay? Got 2 big boys. You got Dylan Fairchild in the 6th round, and then we've got Cameron Williams in the 3rd round. Both to fortify that offensive line, which generally gets decimated with every year with injuries, whether it's AVT or some of these other guys. A lot of guys get hurt. So we need to replace them with some young athleticism and hopefully some durability. So Dylan Fairchild is my number 6 round pick, my first 6th-round pick, and my last pick of the draft of the Jets. And this is barring trades, obviously. The 207th pick overall. This is a running back, LaQuaint Allen, a running back from the University of Syracuse University. Okay. So there's the running back. We don't know what's going to go on Breece Hall. We don't know. This talks about him potentially being traded and so on and so forth, a young guy. And generally, they add running backs every year in the draft. So Quint Allen is my final pick for the Jets. Now, what do we got? We got a tight end. We've got a defensive lineman, an offensive tackle, a quarterback. We've got a safety. We've got a wide receiver, a guard, and a running back, kind of across the board, addressing all kinds of the ball. They did not go crazy in free agency, the Jets. They went kind of incremental and strategic, which is good. This allows them the opportunity to get a real good playmaker at the top of the draft and really fortify other positions in the other rounds of the draft too. You let me know what your thoughts are. And again, we'll see how consistent this is when I come back in a week or so and do my part 2 of the mock draft for the Jets. Okay, and I'll probably do the Giants. I'll probably do some other teams. Just let me know in the comments what other teams that you'd like for me to do. And if you're a football fan and a baseball fan and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button right now, please. Okay, we are on the march to 30,000 subs. We want to get there. If you're a baseball and football fan, I highly, highly encourage you to subscribe and hit those notification buttons too. And I thank you for that. Now, for the pièce de résistance, here's today's Yankees lineup. Okay, against the Pittsburgh Pirates. For those that haven't heard, they DFA'd closer David Bednar. So, but more importantly, lineup. Ben Rice is leading off at the DH. And he's been hitting the ball pretty good. Aaron Judge batting second in right field. Jazz Chisholm's batting third, second base. So Cody Bellinger's got a day off today. Paul Goldschmidt's cleaning up first base. Austin Wells at the dish batting fifth. Anthony Volpe batting sixth at shortstop. Trent Grisham back in there after his home run yesterday, batting seventh in center field. Jason Dominguez after his 2-hit night, batting eighth in left field. And Oswaldo Cabrera still at third base, batting ninth. And on the mound, facing Mitch Keller, is Max Fried, looking to build off of what he did the last time he pitched here. Okay, they scored 6 runs off him last time, but only two of them were earned runs. This guy elicits a lot of weak contact on the ground, so we want to fortify this infield defense as much as we possibly can, right? And looks like we've got that right now. Oswaldo Cabrera's been playing pretty stout in the defense. Volpe there, Jazz, Paul Goldschmidt. So it's a pretty solid defense behind Max Fried. If he elicits a lot of ground balls, we want to get them over to Paul Goldschmidt as quickly as we possibly can. And this is a similar lineup. People were, like, what are the Yankees doing this? And why this lineup they do this? Look what they did. They scored 9 runs and hit a bunch of home runs. Okay? They lead the majors in team home runs right now. So what they're doing is working, but I think they're going to continue to tinker with it until they figure out the right balance of who they want at the top, who they want in the middle, and so on with this lineup. So I expect it to be maneuvering a little bit more, and I still expect them to add a right-handed bat at some point. Who, I don't know, but there's a lot of chatter going on that they're continuing to look for a right-handed bat. So stay tuned, gang. We'll be back later to recap the game, hopefully celebrate a win. Let me know what you think about the draft. Go Yankees.